time, you know, because if promoters found out it was a good tool, it brought people into their seats.
What began in 1974 as a promotional gimmick for his off-road shop in St. Louis quickly turned into a growth industry. This year, Chandler's 8 Bigfoot trucks will make more than 500 appearances around the world. Each truck is very similar, yet modified ever so slightly to better perform the many tasks and challenges. Whether plowing through the mud, crushing cars, pulling a weighted sled, or racing other monster trucks in what has now become the most popular offshoot of all. There's a Bigfoot for every occasion, and where there's a Bigfoot, there's excitement.
Bigfoot takes it!
I'm in the mood to tear it up. I'm in my prime to tearing it up. I dig tearing up that stuff. I just can't tear it up enough.
We talk a lot about Bigfoot almost all the time. We go out to dinner with people and we talk about Bigfoot. It seems like trucks always are going on. Sometimes we try to get completely away from it, but before the night's over, we're usually talking about Bigfoot or trucks in general. So.
More than a decade after the dawn of a dream, Bob Chandler and his wife of 22 years, Marilyn, still have a hard time believing how a truck has changed their lives. When they first tied the knot years ago, neither had aspirations of fame and fortune. But the evolution of Bigfoot quickly and forever changed all of that.
Oh, I'm Mrs. Bigfoot. They all think I'm married to a truck. I just about am.
When he comes home from a long day at the office, Bob Chandler doesn't leave his creation behind. You'll find him in this specially designed video room, a section of his house full of professional editing equipment. It is here, 4 and sometimes 5 nights a week, that Chandler spends countless hours editing promotional tapes of Bigfoot in action. Much of the video is shot by Chandler, who also has invested in top-of-the-line broadcast quality cameras. Where driving and racing his trucks was once his overriding passion, that now seems to be equaled by his love of video. There are nights when this man gets so involved that he doesn't go to bed until 5 in the morning. And though he doesn't claim to be a professional, you wouldn't know it by viewing some of the tapes assembled at his home studio. For a glimpse of that, let's watch. The 8 trucks receive a lot of tender, loving care. Here, teams of expert mechanics build each and every truck from scratch. Once they're built, they are constantly maintained and updated. No matter what it takes, these trucks must be ready to roll each weekend. On Monday mornings, the trucks return home from shows all over the country. Slowly and carefully, the many Bigfoot trucks are let out of their cage, so to speak, and given immediate attention.
Every Monday morning, it's a zoo in here. Because everybody's truck, first of all, you get the major brakes, and you fix them. Then you start fixing the little incidentals, and you figure out who's got to go out first. And you look at the schedule, and this truck's broke, so you got to rearrange and schedule somebody else. And the truck in California has to go to New York, and the truck in New York has to go to California. It gets to be a hassle sometimes.
Making the job more difficult is the fact that each and every part is handmade. When something breaks, you just don't run to a dealer and buy a replacement. Also keep in mind that the engines that make Bigfoot perform are not typical motors found in pickups you see driving down the street. This is the land of high-performance engines, generating 900 to 1,000 horsepower, 640 cubic inches of gusto, delivering in some cases 10 times the power found in your typical vehicle. Chandler spends close to $150